Hello everyone, your voice here and welcome to our channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to feature another cultivar coming from the trifasciata species. And this cultivar is known in the market as Hahnii Philippines. And as the name suggests, it might have originated or mutated from the Philippines, but information about it is found in Juan Chinaya's book named The Sansevieria Trifasciata Varieties. It is found on page 76, and you will find that it's having an equivalent name of Hahnii Golden Green. So Hahnii Golden Green is actually having the complete set of characteristics with regards of mutation, having a central striolation on the center part of the leaf. It's also having margin on the side of the leaf, and it's also having yellow variegations. And I might say that it's lime instead of yellow because what's unique about Hahnii Philippines or Hahnii Golden Green is that uh, dependent on the intensity that it is subjected to, it might give you a coloration of lime colored if it's cooler temperature. However, in higher temperatures, they might turn into bright yellow. So that is one of the unique characteristics of Hahnii Philippines or Hahnii Golden Green. So in other forms of short-leaf trifasciata or especially the golden Hahnii, despite of the change in temperature, whether you locate them or position them in a place with cooler temperature, there is minimal change to the color of the variegations on it. It stays bright yellow. If you put them on higher light intensity or a warmer climate, golden Hahnii stays the same color. It doesn't turn lime, it doesn't turn bright yellow. So that is one of the unique characteristics of what I am presenting to you right now, which is the Hahnii Philippines or the Hahnii Golden Green. So if you read the book of China named The Sansevieria Trifasciata Varieties, you will see that the equivalent name of Hahnii Philippines is Hahnii Golden Green. And also, I agree that before Hahnii Philippines developed a stable characteristics of central striolations and marginations, you can see it's stable because almost all of the leaves are similar looking. So before you can have a very stable variegation or mutation such as Hahnii Philippines, you have to have a specimen that is unstable. So the unstable is having random uh, variegations, random saying that half of it might be green or the yellow part is only at the side. It might be on the center. So the mutation on the leaves are random. So that means that it is an unstable cultivar, although it has variegations on them, but they are unstable compared to what I'm showing you right now, which is having stable patterns, stable variegations, central striolations, and marginations are similar to one and every leaf. So before it came to Hahnii Philippines came to be or Hahnii Golden Green came to be, you have your Hahnii variegate or Hahnii variegated. That is the origin, or that is most probably the origin of this plant, because one thing that you can also make sure of, or the leaf propagation test would show you that Hahnii Golden Green or Hahnii Philippines would produce or give you Hahnii lime dwarf. So lime dwarf, folks, I will be showing you on the later episodes for our trifasciata playlist. But the first one would be Hahnii Philippines. Supposedly the first one would be Hahnii Variegate, but I don't have a specimen that is having an unstable variegation that is lime in color. So I resorted to showing you the first one of the lime short leaf trifasciatas, Hahnii Philippines, the one with the complete mutation with central striolations and marginations. So after presenting to you Hahnii Philippines, I would show you another mutation coming from Hahnii Philippines, and I am suggesting that we call that uh, mutation as honey eye or lime dwarf marginated, because it is still lime in color, but it has margins on them. What happened in that mutation though is the central striations are gone. So on every leaf for lime dwarf marginated, it is still colored lime. That is the distinctive characteristic of these short leaf trifasciatas. I'm starting off with Hahnii Philippines. Next would be lime dwarf marginated. That's what I want. I suggest to call it, but in the market, people would call it as Hahnii Philippine or Hahnii Philippines Gold. So that's the one that is spreading in the market right now. Hahnii Philippines Gold is a mutation having no striations on the center part. However, I wanna refrain from using the gold because it's a metaphorical term. It's not really gold. Instead, it's really lime. So the base coloration of that mutation is lime, and then it is marginated. So it makes sense to just call it lime dwarf marginated instead of Hahnii Philippines Gold. So going back, folks, this specimen of mine is actually not in the optimal state anymore because it started acting up. As you can see that there is a problem on the inner part of the specimen itself. So um, actually, I am a bit frustrated because it's very hard to grow them to this extent, as I'm showing you right now. What I have, the specimen that I have has or have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 over 20 leaves. So over 20 leaves, and I have had this specimen for almost 3 years, and it started to act up. And it started to act up during the change of seasons from having severe rainy seasons to having severe drought. We have no rain for almost 2 months. And then it started to act up. There are signs of it attacked by mites. So those types of wounds that do not result to watery edges on the side of the wound. Actually, it's very dry. It's because mites are doing it. Mites really like dry uh, Sansevieria, especially the short leaf or the dwarf types. They really love to munch on the core. So there might be some mite attack on this specific specimen. So what we'll do is that I will try to save it and see what's going on. Actually, there are supposedly a lot of pups from here, but they started to rot out. So they started to rot out, and I have to check what is going on. I'll try to set the camera so I can move freely and investigate what is going on with Hahnii Philippines. Actually, I have another spare, but it is smaller compared to what I am presenting to you right now. So for educational purposes, for the purpose of sharing you to everyone some tips on how to save your Sansevieria trifasciata. Actually, like I mentioned, I'm a bit frustrated with the specimen that I have, especially with the short leaf, because they're very, very hard to maintain, very, very hard to take care of. A lot of pests are they're really favorite trifasciatas for aphids, white mealybugs, and then mites. So this might be attacked by mites, so I'll have to check. Actually, one thing to check is that you can move it easily, so it's like nothing's holding it. So there might be a problem. I can perhaps try to pull it up, so I can easily pull it up. I have I suspect that it has rotted on the stem part, so it did. So it really did rot. So like I'm showing you for everyone's information, these are mite attacks. So I'm not sure how exactly the mites uh, were able to infest them, since I was spraying miticides. You see the damage that they have done. It started. I don't know if I can still save it. I have a spare, but I really love this specimen. It's those are scars from mite attack. So if you see those types of wounds, those really are mite attacks. So I don't really know how they infested the specimen, but one thing's for certain: when you see that it's shriveled up, you can see that the leaves are kind of shriveled. They're not receiving any uh, any nutrients anymore, because the stem part right over here that connects down to the roots, they are already rotting out. So that is why they're acting up. So actually I can see a variety of infestation here. I'm not sure. I might have missed out on putting in the systemic pesticide. Here are your mealybugs. So mealybugs and mites, folks. So I don't know if I can still save the upper portion. Hopefully I can. It's still this one's rotted out though. So if you try to hold it, you can easily just uh, remove it or rip it out from the stem part. So that is the problem over there. By the way, I'm still using hydrogen peroxide to spray to eliminate whatever is still hiding. I think this one can still survive. I'll try to save it. You can test it by touching it. It's still sturdy. So this one's I don't know if I can still save that, but I am spraying the hydrogen peroxide all over. And actually I have something here, a basin that I will dip them. It is already doused with fungicides, so we can take care of the remaining hiding uh, pests on this specimen. So it's out of focus, but you can see that there are various pests that had attacked it. This one is white mealies or aphids, so I'll have that removed. This one is a gunner. You see the reddish wounds; those are mite attacks, so that's a gunner. Uh, these leaves are damn. It's so depressing to do this. It's already uh shriveled up, but I think we can still save this part. What we can do is we can brush off the remaining parts that are um, soft because they're already rotted. So you can what you do is you spray with hydrogen peroxide, then have this paintbrush to remove the uh, rotting parts. So the remaining parts that cannot be brushed off, those are still hard, and that can still be saved. So I think we can save it. There's still some stem part. Uh, it's just so depressing dealing with the short-lived trifasciatas, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's the nature of the beast. All we can do now is save the top portion. It's just same like you're doing a top cut, but it's just depressing to see that mites have taken most of the plant. So there you go. That's a gunner, and I'm not exactly sure what happened. It's supposed to have pups offset, but that's a gunner too. Another offset. Also, that's a mite attack. That those red wounds mite attacks. Uh, that's a gunner. That's a gunner. It's a gunner, guys. So, all right. So, uh, like I said, I have a spare of Hahnii Philippines, and I just wanted to show you some tips or methods on how to save them. And we're left with this part. Man, it was so big. But like I said, nothing we can do except for move forward. See those attacks, those are mites, and I can actually just plant it or put it in a soil mix without burying them, so not to make sure that the remaining stem part gets rotted. So there you go, folks. Sadly, we're only left with the top portion. I have some spares, but this one is the biggest one from my collection. So uh, the center part was also attacked. There are wounds on it, but I think we can still save it. So what we'll do is we'll make it dry. I have doused it in the basin with the fungicide. And uh, perhaps I'll add some miticide on that basin. I think this leaf is going to go, but it's still holding on, so we're not going to remove that. And I guess this is it, folks. So for this episode, if you have any questions or suggestions, don't forget or don't hesitate to leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed what you have seen or what I presented to you, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and you have a great day.